Hi guys!
Hey y'all!
And welcome back to Y'all Hearing This. My name is Kay. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us.
Yes, and my name is Honeybee, or you can call me B, and whichever you choose is alright with who? Us.
That's
Period.
right. Super excited to be getting into this one. So every Wednesday we do a deeper dive into an artist of the week. This week, Jessi has been super fun.
Yes.
We do a couple MVs, we do a guide and a live and a dance practice and all sorts of things. And then we wrap it all up with a podcast, which is where you're at. So thank you for joining.
Welcome on back.
That's right.
Hello.
So this is the first time we've done a solo artist for an artist of the week. And I thought it was cool. I'm definitely interested in doing more too. So I know of a couple just from, collaborations they've done with different groups and things like that. But I don't know a ton. And I'd also really love to get into group members that do different solo work too, because there's so much good stuff out there. And really they the Shiny members, like Tame and Alone has put out 6-7 albums, I think so there's so much to cover.
It's always so interesting too when you get to cover people in their solo eras, just because it's just you get to see a different side to them, because I mean, for the most part, I feel like everybody is always different than who they are inside of a group. For
sure. You have to think of the group as a whole instead of what you specifically want. And obviously as part of a group, of course you have a say in things like that. Well, most groups, but it is so different.
I feel that. There's something that's just really special too about seeing somebody in their own element and then being able to come back to the group after experiencing that. It's like they come back with a new lease on the group. You know what I mean? Yeah,
it reminds me a little bit. So Maynard from Tool, he does that. He has a couple side project bands. So he can go do something completely weird and different with that group and then do something more this way with that group and then come back to Tool with a totally different vibe and do something like that. So I think it's so cool when you have those different outlets. And you can play with those different things for sure.
You get to have some fun.
That's right. And I mean, Jessi.
Listen, let's talk about this because we were obviously the guide, which was a dope guide. But it didn't seem like there was a lot out there, which I feel like we ended up researching and kind of looking into it.
Did a little
Googling. And it was interesting because I can see why there wasn't a lot, because it basically talked about how when she took a couple of different breaks. So I feel like that kind of adds to why there's probably not a lot out there. And also, too, I noticed that she is one artist to really, release a lot of, mainly singles. And she does have, a couple of EPs and whatnot, but it's mainly, just singles, because what she's really known for is doing a lot of reality TV competitions and stuff like that.
She's definitely, so she, to bring up 80s. The first time I think I saw her on anything was she was doing an interview with them. And so it was a show that she did called Showed Review. Anyway.
So, but what we usually do this thing where we talk about in the beginning of a podcast, we talk about the guide and what we took out of it and what we learned. And I feel like the one thing that I learned is I had a feeling that she was just very fierce, you know what I mean? But after watching it, I was like, wow, she really don't play. She really is just kind of what's up? And that could be endearing to some people. That could be a little diva-ish to others, but who cares? It's who she is. And I think it was really dope that she really stood her ground. And, when somebody tried to call her out for any surgery or anything like that, she was just kind of well, whether they're fake or not, that's not none of your business. You know what I mean? And just left it at that. Was next? And I was
oh. She definitely has a great vibe to her. And does not mess with fools, and she will tell you it straight. But there was also that side to her too that was super sweet. I feel like if she's your good friend, she's that person that you can call at 2 a.m. crying about something and she's I'm there, But I think she's also the person But once you like step over a line,
yeah, like that's it.
But I love that she has those two sides because it makes that harder edge. You know what I mean? Because you can see that other part of her too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and her voice.
Yeah, her voice. That was the other thing that shocked me. Like I knew that she could sing, but I think that was interesting for her to come out as Jessica H.O. or Jessica in 05 as a singer, and then so kind of reading through the research that we were looking up, she came back. She came out as a solo artist, left from 2005 to 2009. Yep. Which, during that time, I'm guessing she probably just went and just kind of reevaluated herself as an artist.
Figured out jobs and whatever.
I feel like, and did you notice too that when she did come back and they showed her like one of her comeback performances, did you notice like her voice had changed? And that's when she started rapping and getting more like, so I'm wondering if like when she first came out, if she felt like most new artists. Yeah. She felt like it wasn't really her.
Yeah, it wasn't quite sure.
It was like,
especially with like K-pop too. If you get signed to a label, it's a very certain sound usually that they want, they kind of decide then like what kind of group it's going to be. Yep. Is it going to be more rap or hip hop, or is it going to be more ballad? Is it going to be more whatever, And then I find like people can kind of change things as it goes along, and you see that with a lot. But yeah, I imagine getting to debut at all, she probably had to make a lot of compromises. Yeah. Which is tough when it's like you're creative, when it's like your music, because she writes all of her stuff, right?
Yeah, like a majority of it, if not all of it. Like there's actually, if you guys look her up on Wikipedia, you can actually see where it says under discography. It's actually kind of dope. It tells you all the songs that she actually wrote. Oh, nice. Whether it's for herself or another artist.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, awesome. I didn't know she wrote for other artists too. Yeah, you can tell that she has a point of view. She has a music that she wants to create. Yeah. And she's going to bust her butt to do it, but she's not going to let anyone else like tell her how to do it, right? Which doesn't win you many friends, unfortunately, in the business. But I'm glad to see that she's like at where she's at now, And I know I said in one of the videos that she was part of P Nation, but I guess she left.
Yep, so she did. So she left. Her contract ended, and she ended up signing. She ended up signing with this other company, which I believe is called. I want to say it was called Better Entertainment. Okay. But what I thought was really interesting too about that was that even while she was on Psy's label, I don't even think that she released.
Oh, really?
I don't think she released. Oh, she did. It was. Okay, so it was the EP for Nuna.
Oh, okay.
That came out in July of 2020. Okay. But that was the only EP she came out with. And I'm actually, as a matter of fact, I'm looking, and she has never released an album. Yeah. She's only done singles, or she's done the 2 EPs. Yeah.
Well, maybe with the new company.
Yeah. So,
and I mean, that might be her preference too.
Yeah. True. And the new company that she signed with is called More Vision. More Vision. Okay. She actually signed April 14th of this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, the other thing that I thought was really interesting, and I was just reading about it. I'm not reading about it. That I caught from the guide was the fact that she didn't really go. I thought that she would have maybe went more into detail about supposed surgeries that maybe she's had, or like just things that she's done to herself. Just
she might have, just not in those clips.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe. I'm just based off of the guide that we saw.
She did say something about how she had gotten her nose done. Right. And someone had said that to her.
Okay, because I was just like, I would love for her to kind of talk more about that, because I feel like there's this whole idea when it comes to plastic surgeries or anything that is remotely having to do with your body. And I think it's dope to have somebody who is like, you know what, this is what makes me happy. So I think it's dope to see that. So I definitely would love for her to kind of get more into that, but she doesn't have to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Not.
Like,
yeah, however, whatever she feels comfortable doing. Yeah.
But you never know who you're speaking to. Like, you might be, speaking to someone that might be thinking about it. So I thought that was really interesting that she did talk about her nose job, but she didn't talk about anything else.
Well,
really,
again,
it's a guide.
We only watched those certain clips. She may have totally. I'd be really surprised if she hasn't. Right. I'll put it that way, actually, because she seems like a pretty straight shooter and kind of like, nope, this is me. This is all of me. Other parts and all, I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions, but she is a beautiful, beautiful woman. However she got there, it's gorgeous. You know what I mean? It's amazing. And like, I'm fully for like, whatever makes you happy, do it. Whatever's going to make you happy, do it. But do it for you. You know what I mean? Don't do it because your boyfriend's paying for him or something. That's all I'm saying.
Facts. I feel that. I do feel that.
Because that's a little icky. That's a little icky. Because that's like a major, it's a surgery, guys. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox about that. But anyway, I would totally like, I had weight loss surgery. Down the road, I might have a tummy tuck or whatever, like, the loose skin and stuff. I don't know. You know what I mean? Who knows?
It's whatever makes us happy.
Exactly. I'll see how things go and we'll go from there, you know? But, I'm open to it anyway, if it's affordable. We'll see. But yeah, I just really like her vibe. Totally. She just, takes no prisoners.
Yeah, she's super dope. I was gonna say, what was your favorite thing or what is it that you really took away from the guide, other than the super fact that she is gorgeous?
Yeah.
But I know that one thing that stuck with you was her voice.
Yes. Yeah, I think that was my favorite thing. Her voice, like, again, like, I know we'd heard like little snippets of it, but I want to hear like a whole song with that voice, because the way she was able to use it, she almost has that almost like rock star quality to it. Do you know what I mean? Kind of that like sound, which I love and I don't have and I wish I did. You always want what you don't have, right?
Right, for real.
But yeah, I can't wait to hear more like vocally from her, because I love the songs we've heard, don't get me wrong, but I would love to hear like a full vocal sung song.
Yeah.
I think that'd be so awesome.
I think that'd be I hope that she brings that, incorporates more of it, because that raspiness is so, like, that tone is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, she just, and you could tell she had such control over it, just awesome. And yeah, we found out that she is B's age, which is awesome.
Yeah, she's born in December of 88.
That's so
she'll
cool.
be 35 this year.
Nice.
So that's super duper dope.
Yeah.
And
it's nice to have people that are our age and not like 20.
For real. And it's actually, what's interesting too? That was the other thing I when I was just kind of researching her after the guide, I did find out, because I was wondering, like, had she been a part of a group? Because this is the first time we ever done a solo artist.
Yeah, and that does happen a lot.
And she was.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. So she came out when she actually came back out in 2000. So she took a break from 2009, I think, until 2014.
Okay.
Like, she took a 5-year, 6-year break. And when she came back out, she had been a part of this, I think they said it was a 3-member rap group.
Oh, cool.
And so she came out with them, and then she went back to being solo when she signed with Size Label.
Oh, nice. Okay, gotcha.
So it was super duper dope to hear that, because I was like, I guess she was in the group. I was like,
that's cool.
But we gonna still claim her as our first solo artist.
Yeah. Yeah, well, she debuted as a solo.
Yeah, so technically.
And I think solo just means like someone who's whatever we're reacting to from them is their solo stuff, not their group stuff. It could be, because so many solo artists have come from groups that disbanded or ended or whatever. Yeah, for sure. I'm really excited to A, hear more from Jessi, and B, get into more solos. For sure.
I definitely want to hear more.
Yeah, me too. Because it is great to, and I know they're just not as popular, because of course with a group, I feel like there's just, you can pick your bias and you can, and also sometimes with groups, you can just do more things sometimes, you know what I mean? Because obviously Jessi has like dancers and things like that, but when you have a group, it's kind of all built in, But yeah, I'm just, I'm super into it. I really like Jessi. I like her vibe.
I love her.
Yeah.
She's dope.
Yeah.
She's giving. It's giving.
Absolutely.
It's giving.
Yes.
So I guess it would be a good segue into Bees Nectar.
Yeah, I think it is. You should tell us what Bees Nectar is all about.
So Bees Nectar of the Week is basically a section of our show where I will give you guys some examples of artists who are outside of the K-pop realm who relate to the artists that we're featuring that week. And I usually give a couple of hints to Kay.
I already know.
But I don't think she needs one for this week.
No. Well, it's only because you literally said it in our first video talking about her.
I did.
And so I know you picked Nicki Minaj.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because I was just like right off the grip. Although it's funny because now after looking into her and just kind of like even reading about her background and stuff like that, I would even relate her more to... Like, sometimes I feel like just listening to her, like, she reminds me of Lil' Kim. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah.
So it's
she would totally wear the one boob.
Yes, I would, like, literally, the Diana Ross.
Exactly.
I'll never forget that.
I know, me too. It's like, I saw it happen in my brain. Yes. When you said the word Lil' Kim, I was like, yep, that's it. That was the video.
It seemed only right to pick Miss Onika.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and get into this.
Who does have a little bit? So she did a remix of Idol with BTS.
Yes.
A little.
Yeah.
A little.
She be dipping and diving.
Exactly.
Yes. All right. So let's get into the life that is Nicki Minaj.
I know. I love her. Although I don't know much about her, so.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go.
There we go.
So, Onika Tanya Mirage Petty.
Nice.
Or Petey, however you decide to go about it, was born in 1982.
Okay.
And she's better professionally known by her stage name as Nicki Minaj. And she is a Trinidadian American rapper, actress, singer, songwriter, and entrepreneur. She was discovered by Lil Wayne because of her mixtapes, which are Sucker Free and Beat Me Up Scotty, which broke her into the mainstream as an artist. And she ended up signing with Young Money Entertainment, which is Lil Wayne's label.
I love when someone comes up through like a mixtape, because you know how much they love it.
Yes.
That they're like, nope, you know what? Like, I'm doing this. It doesn't matter if anyone listens to it. Like, we're making... I love it. I love it so much.
I also, just throwing this out there, I remember coming out of high school and being in college. So starting my first year of college in like 2007. And she, around that time, had... I think both those mixtapes were out. And I remember... those songs being huge. And they were playing them in clubs and she wasn't even like major.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, I remember those. And actually she was doing it with other celebrities that ended up blowing up, like Tiana Taylor and stuff. So it was just, mixtapes are like hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, someone's really into it. Just like you said, for real.
I love it. Because it's total creative, like, freedom and control, too. Like, no one's telling you what to do at all. This is totally from you.
Literally no pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Yeah. Other than what you put on yourself.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so it says her first successful songs was Your Love, Moment for Life featuring Drake, and the smash hit Super Bass, which all came off of her 2010 chart-topping album, Pink Friday. She was also featured amongst other artists as well, which is how she really blew up before her first album, Pink Friday, came out, but she was doing features on everybody.
Yeah, nice.
So she was featured on...
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Trey Songz.
Nice.
She was on Lil Wayne, like everybody.
Yeah.
Just everybody.
Nice.
She even did a duet with Mariah Carey before the whole feud.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's
It's
funny.
called Up Out My Face Remix. It was actually from 2010.
There's a feud?
Oh, yeah, there was a huge... When Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj were judges on American Idol.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes. That's right. I totally forgot all about that.
From my understanding, it just never ended after that. So, although in recent years, Nicki Minaj has made a very public and nice compliment about Mariah Carey.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so...
That's good.
So she continued her run with her success with her second studio album, Pink Friday Roman Reloaded, which contained the song Starships. And that gave, it gave Nicki a Billboard milestone when it charted for 21 weeks in the top 10 of Billboard 100. A feat no other artist has achieved without the aid of streaming services.
Oh.
So she did that with before they started counting streaming numbers.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. So
That's
in
amazing.
between the releases of her her second and third album, she was a judge on American Idol. And she released a reissue of her second album, filling it with 10 new hip-hop tracks and promoting it throughout the year. And then in December of 2014, she released her third album called The Pink Print. And for this project, she abandoned her pop facade and expanded not only on her ever-changing flows and thickened, denser delivery, but also on her subject matter and lyrical content. Because on the album, she delves into new depths with the themes of vulnerability, relationship, distress and abuse, betrayal, near-death experiences, motherhood, suicide attempts, drug addiction, abortion, murder, responsibility, female empowerment, sexual allegations, and entitlement.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know that I literally have only heard radio songs from her.
And that album featured the phenomenon Anaconda.
Oh, okay. All right. I have heard that one.
And that album also talks about how she was forced to have an abortion.
Gotcha.
Which is it's a tough subject.
Yeah,
and so that album,
sure.
if you definitely get a chance, listen to that album, The Pink Print. And it's a play on words based off of Jay-Z's album, The Blueprint.
Nice.
So super dope.
Nice.
Okay, so 4 years later, in 2018, she released her fourth album, Queen. That album became her most rap-oriented album to date, but also managed to incorporate R&B and pop elements.
Cool.
And she just basically, that whole album is her defending her high position in the hip-hop community. And she takes jabs at her critics and reminds listeners to her wealth of power and playfully disses her peers and opens up about her recent love life.
Nice.
She also is known for her collaborations, including Bang Bang with Jessi J and Ariana Grande.
Oh, that's right. Bang Bang into the room.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that song.
She did the song Monster with Kanye West and Jay-Z, among others.
Sorry.
Right? Right.
Just kidding.
So then that was in 2018. In 2019, she was supposed to go on a tour and whatnot to promote The Pink Print. And then nothing really happened. She took a break. And then in May of 2020, she came out. Right. Yeah. In May of 2020, she came out with the Say So remix with Doja Cat, which peaked at number one.
Nice.
And it became the first collaboration between two female rap artists to top the Billboard Hot 100 in history.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. Well, it's crazy that it took that long, but it's awesome that it was that.
Right, for real. And then she followed that up with in June of 2020 with the song Trolls featuring 6ix9ine, who we are not going to talk about. We're going to leave him out. His name's Tekashi 6ix9ine, but just look him up and you'll know why we won't get into that. Okay. Yeah, he's just not a good person.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. But it did
not YHT approved.
Right. Okay. Which that song debuted at number one, making her the first female rapper to debut in the top spot ever.
Nice. Wow. Wow.
Yes. So kicking off her fifth album's era in August of 2022, she came out with the song Super Freaky Girl, which sampled Rick James. She's a super freak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And it debuted at number one and made her the first female rapper to debut at the chart's top spot as a solo artist since Lauryn Hill's Doo-Wop That Thing did that in 1998.
Oh, nice. Oh, what a great album.
Right. And then it says, as of April 2022, Nicki Minaj has charted a record-breaking 125 songs on the Billboard Hot 100.
Wow.
The second most for a female artist and the seventh most out of all artists in history.
Wow.
She has
I don't even know 125 songs by her.
Literally. She has gained, this is the crazy part.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj has garnered 10 Grammy Award nominations.
Really?
And from my understanding, has never won a single Grammy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think so.
She's never won a Grammy before.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
And she has...
It's sad, but the Grammys, I feel, definitely favor, like, the more...
Yeah. Yeah.
Sedate.
Yeah.
Kind of... Not quite as female-empowered groups, I'll put it that way.
We'll just say certain artists...
Yes.
Win Album of the Year every year.
Yep. Yes.
I don't find that a coincidence when the same artist does it multiple times over and over. And I that's a whole other conversation.
Grammy is not quite so diverse. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it says that she was also nominated for 14 MTV VMA Awards, winning 5 of them. And she also, I think it was last year, she received the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. So basically their version of the Lifetime Achievement Award. She has sold 113 million recording industry RIAA certified units.
Wow.
And that's mostly singles. Out of 113 million sales, 8.5 million is albums. The rest is all singles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
That is
good for her.
The bio of Miss Nicki Minaj. So if you love yourself some Jessi, definitely gonna love yourself some Nicki Minaj. I really hope those two collab in some sort of way.
That would be so much fun.
That would be fire.
I could absolutely see it.
And actually, I was gonna say that could be a good segue.
Yeah.
Who would you love to see Jessi collab with? That's actually a really good way to like throw that in here, because we should start asking like, who would we love to see these artists that we're featuring collab with? So Jessi, obviously we said Nicki Minaj.
So I am not huge into rap, I just don't know names so much. So sorry guys. Kind of the other person she reminds me of too is Cardi B.
Yes.
So I definitely would love that. I could see them doing a remix of like WAP or something.
I live for that.
That would be amazing. I could see her in that video in my head already.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
You want me to name a couple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I definitely would love to see her. I would love to see her do something with RM.
Oh, yeah. I
would love to see her do something with New Jeans or EXO.
Yeah.
I would love to see her do something with XG.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be great.
I think she would do a dope collab, definitely with Lotto, Meg Thee Stallion.
Yes, for sure.
I would actually really love to see her, because of the raspiness in her voice, I would love to see her do a song with Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
I think that would be really fire, because not only could she rap on it, but she could also sing on it.
Yeah.
And Jasmine Sullivan has that raspy voice.
Yeah.
Think of Bust Your Windows Out the Car, like all those type of songs.
I think it might be cool if she did something with like someone completely unexpected, like more of like a rock group or something like that, you know? Yeah, I can't even like think of one off the top of my head, but like,
with the sounds that have been happening, like if she did something with Moby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she could create, like he could create, or Skrillex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She could fit that. That like she could bring that.
Absolutely.
She could bring that Jessi.
She would,
you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, she would work perfectly on like dance track. Oh, I could see that.
You know what I mean? That'd be fire.
Yeah.
I would love to see her do something too with like somebody complete. Like I would love to see her do a remix of Kylie Minogue's new song Padam.
Padam.
Yes.
Padam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I would love to see that. I just feel like when you have this much talent, I just feel like it's a sin for it to not be just broadcast any way possible.
Everywhere.
All the way around.
Yeah. I think it's so cool that she's as big as she is, but yeah, no, I definitely want I want her to like get even bigger. I really like her. There's something about her like personally that like I both aspire to be and would love to be friends with her.
Yes. Yes, I feel that. She feels like she is like the Nuna. Like she's like the cool cool sister. And I would love to see a side note. I would love to see her do something with Lisa too.
Oh yeah. Lisa, love me. Oh yeah. Ooh,
I would love. I think that would be fire.
Yeah, it would.
We need to start making. She just needs to make like a whole, or that'd be dope if she made like a whole compilation album of her with all these different female like K-pop like hip hop artist type of situation.
Do an album with like all different people, like metal artists and stuff like that.
She just did a rock album.
Yeah.
She did her versions of a rock album.
I love that. I love that so much.
Which I would love to hear what she did.
I know, me too. I love
Get Jessi on that.
I know.
Oh my God, can you imagine Jessi and Dolly Parton?
Talk about Jolene.
Bitch!
Oh my God, I would pay so much money. So much money.
Somebody needs to make this happen.
All the money in the world.
Dolly Parton.
Jessi.
Period.
Oh, that would be so good. I love Dolly Parton so much.
Oh my God.
It's funny because growing up, I was always like, yeah, Dolly Parton, because I'm just not a country fan. But like knowing her, I mean, she gave so much for like the COVID vaccine. She has a program where she has donated millions of books to kids.
Yes.
Millions.
Yes.
She just like, I love her. I love her so much.
Oh my God. That just gave me chills. Jessi and Dolly Parton. Y'all better make this happen.
Ultimate collaboration. Yeah, but I would love to hear Dolly Parton do some metal. Come on now.
Listen.
Come on now.
I would just love to see the titties just bouncing everywhere, child.
I know. Hey. Yeah.
You never know.
Battle of the boobs.
Yes! The battle of the boobs!
I love it. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That was great.
That
would be perfect. That would be
the
so
single would be called Bob.
Yeah.
Battle of the boobs.
Yeah, I like it. Done. We're writing this out.
We're writing the track right now. Bobs. That's what it's going to be called.
Bobs.
Battle of the boobs.
Oh my God. That's so great. I love it. I love it so much. Oh man, well we hope you guys enjoyed this as much as we did. We love these podcasts. It's just so much fun to get to talk about the artists. It is.
It feels good.
Yeah, it really does. A nice little wrap up on it. We call it a deep dive, but it's really like we're dipping our toe in.
Yeah, we just dipped in and we just wanted to test the water. So much
more, exactly. And the water is warm and inviting and we want more. Yeah.
And real.
Exactly. Yeah, very real.
I am here for it.
We love you guys so much.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Mwah.